combine. It's incredible when we combine. Feels like a musical when we combine. We're so powerful.
Here we are, Lyman with Danelle. Today we're at Reggae Hut, and today we are actually having this lovely lady with me. Her name is Garcia Flowers. Miss Flowers, thank you for coming and Lyman with Danelle. It's a pleasure having you.
Yes.
And I have met this lovely lady in our Caribbean community. Whenever we go to events or anything that's happening, I'll always see her there. And one time I mentioned to her, and we were talking previously, and you mentioned that you're from Honduras. And that was so unique. You come from there, and you have been everywhere, and following you a different platform, a platform. There's a wide range. There's not just one section that you are, but you're everywhere and involved in everywhere because I can see that passion that you have for the people. Definitely, you carry that with you everywhere. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself coming from Honduras and what you do right now in this
Absolutely.
Caribbean community as we're celebrating our Caribbean American Heritage Month?
Well, thank you so much for letting me come. I do think it's important that people get to tell their stories because, one, other people need to hear it.
Yeah.
But we all have tools that can benefit other people. And so I do feel like my life has been a roadmap, not just for me, but really for others to gain the resources they need. I am from the island of Roatan in Honduras, which is the Caribbean side. Like most people don't know, Honduras actually has 4 islands. And so Roatan is the second largest, separate from the mainland. Every cruise ship, every airline lands on the island. And so when Taka Airlines, everybody should know Taka, but that was the only airline flying out of the island to the U.S. And the first point of entry was New Orleans. And so when my mother was ready to come to the U.S. because my father was a seaman, we ended up in New Orleans with thousands of other Hondurans. And so at one point, New Orleans actually had the largest number of Hondurans because of Taka Airlines, because people just got to the U.S. and they stayed right there.
Great.
So I grew up in New Orleans.
In New Orleans. And then you just migrate into Houston.
Because of Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, wow.
So Katrina brought me to Houston.
Okay. And then once you get here, you decide to reach out to the Caribbean community and other communities to see what you can do. Give us that little history of yours.
Yeah, so funny. One, I should say, music saves. And, I grew up on soca and, reggae and all of the music. And so if soca was a man, I would marry him. Like, I love the music. And growing up, spent a lot of time promoting concerts. I used to promote the Reggae Rhythms International Festival. And I've worked with lots of Caribbean artists, Morgan Heritage, Steel Pulse, and thought that I wanted to be in the industry at a time where women were not in the industry. So I quickly learned I didn't really want to be in the industry. But it didn't stop me from producing festivals and concerts and other events. But, that was really my personal side. I wanted to create opportunities that I wanted to attend. And so coming to Houston, I was looking for those same opportunities. And so was able to partner with other local promoters and help them help our community. But also wanted to make sure that the island was represented as part of the Caribbean as well.
Oh, good.
Yes.
That's important.
I mean, people see me and they don't know, like, if you see my daddy, everybody go, "You didn't tell me you're not Black." And I don't know why they always want to separate the color. But my father was an islander, like a real island man. And my mother was Spanish. And so, I'm Afro-Latina, but nevertheless, the culture is the culture. No matter where you are, we see each other, and the music brings us together.
That's right.
And so, that was one of the key factors that helped me assimilate But in addition to always wanting to bring these types of resources, I was also very political as well.
Oh, wow.
And so
Yes.
when because of Hurricane Katrina, I landed in Houston. But at the time, I was working for the Lieutenant Governor of Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
And I was his governmental and community affairs director. And so actually played a mega role in ensuring that the people from New Orleans
Oh, yeah.
got served and ended up staying,
Okay.
and then ended up creating the Department of Neighborhoods for the city of Houston.
Oh, wonderful.
And that was a consolidation of 10 different departments and agencies. And I helped to develop the Office of International Communities.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because most people don't know, Houston
they
is the most international city in the nation.
Begotten, yeah.
International and diverse.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, we have more than 120 consulates. Like, that's great. Yes, like almost every consulate.
We don't know.
Nobody knows that.
We don't understand.
And so we're so busy, it's hard to have a regular life. I was hoping that through the Department of Neighborhoods, it would really provide a vehicle for people who didn't know where to go
Yeah.
to connect to the services that they needed. And so
Yes,
my
yes.
life's work has been about making sure communities could connect to the resources
Yes.
that they need.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because all of these things I really didn't know about you because we'll just meet up at events.
Yeah,
And now I thought, it'd be good to sit down and just discuss a few things, just getting to know what you're about and being here, not just following you on Facebook or like Instagram, but I know many times you'll come out and then you'll speak, but you're a great speaker,
thank you.
and your heart is so there. Just to bring up one, as we're on the cultural part, there's an event goes on every Thursday. And that's,
Well, now, yep, it's every Thursday.
is it every Thursday?
I partnered with DJ Super Neil, who is another extraordinary community member. And so we promote reggae music. And it's an adult thing. Sometimes the culture is all ends of the spectrum.
That's right. That's right.
And we may not always find a place for us to belong. But, I mean, it's at a great venue, 5 Central, inside of Houston. And so every Thursday, DJ Neil is spinning the wheels, and there's usually live bands and other,
See, these are things I didn't know.
live music. Can you believe? And it's free.
And it's free. Hey,
And it's
free. So, knowing DJ Super Neil way back when, he would be playing every Thursday. You listen to him on the radio because that was the
right.
only thing we could get in Houston, Texas.
Yes.
We weren't getting any reggae or soca or nothing. But you look forward to DJ Super Neil and he will be there.
Yeah.
Let's get him on Thursday night. You have to wait up a little later
Yeah, right.
than usual. And I'm really glad that once I have followed you, I saw that flyer. And it's like, wow, that is really nice.
Yeah,
So I
and
can
it's
look
early.
forward.
It starts at 8.
It starts at 8, good. So we can go on out there and listen to that and just mingle and, like we say, lime it.
Yes.
I like to use the word lineman from Trinidad, straight Trinidad. Let's go down the road and do some little lineman. Let's go and lime or hang out, we'll say. And therefore, just moving on, actually, can you tell us some more about your organization or the nonprofit organization?
Oh, thank you.
That's there to you.
So I do operate a nonprofit. We are a disaster relief organization that responds to life disasters.
Oh.
And so food insecurity is a life disaster. Not getting your green card is a life disaster. So there's many tentacles that we have in communities. But I have been focusing a lot on food insecurity. And it's actually tied to environmental justice. Man, it's been so hot, right? Like, oh my gosh, we're sitting here and I'm like, and it's not a coincidence. Like, not only is the heat and the air pollution affecting us, it's affecting the food because we're not able to grow the way we used to grow. And so I'm an agriculturist. I help develop backyard farms and urban farms. And we feed as many people as we can.
Okay.
So that's always exciting too.
No, you were telling me when you just arrived that you do help serve. So you're serving people, or you're with food, or you're serving them meals also?
Yeah. So both. Matter of fact, if I don't think food insecurity should be real. If you are hungry and you don't know where to go and get resources for whatever reason, you can contact our organization. We help provide fresh food. I have 40 chickens, and so we have plenty of eggs. I'm a beekeeper. We have honey, but we have a plethora of things that we're growing. And again, we want to ensure that people are living well and getting what it is that they need. And so, Altruistic Endeavors is the name of the nonprofit. And so, aengo.org, you can go onto the website and make a request, leave a comment, partner with us. Because, I'm not trying to be this big united way. I want to meet the people we see every,
Yes,
meet people
exactly.
where they are
Yes.
and serve them. So,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, would you have a website or just what you just called out there?
yeah, so
to get in touch with you?
www.aengo.org
Uh-huh.
is the website.
Okay, and they could get in touch with you and
Yeah.
get to know you, get to see what organization and also support.
Yeah.
Donate, support, because many times I say, and I will repeat myself again, we destroy for a lack of knowledge. So we need each other to
Absolutely.
be educated in the right way. And I always say, if you cannot make it, donate
Yeah.
or show of something. We always in service of something, some need. Lend a helping hand.
Yeah.
Whatever you can do, but just reach out to her, let her know what's going on, what part you could play.
Yeah, because
Any part they
what's
could play.
crazy, the community that we serve every Tuesday and Thursday is the AIDS and HIV community.
Oh.
Like one time, my mom called me when I was picking up some groceries for the program, and she was like, AIDS doesn't exist. What are you talking about? But it's crazy that it still exists and that
still
there are
exists.
still people and families struggling with that issue.
With that issue,
And so these are free meals provided to the participants. And so, yeah, we just, again, it's so hard to be a regular person.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just trying to make it a little easier for people.
And we are blessed by God. And when God said you're blessed to be a blessing, that's what it's meant. You're blessed to be a blessing. So when you have blessed you with the knowledge or the finances, whatever it may be, that you're able to be a blessing for someone else, for another home, another family, anyone else, and although we are really just acknowledging the Caribbean American, and that's why we say Caribbean American, because I've said before, I came from Trinidad, but my children born here.
Right.
And we came from Jamaica, Honduras, all these different islands or different countries. And we have our generation that's here
Yeah.
that we have to provide with them. We go to work and we seek different interests for them. So therefore, if I know this amount and you this amount, as we come together, we can help each other. And that's what we are about. Even as
Yeah.
Lyman with Danelle, we had to give you all the information. We're hanging out. We had Reggae Hut, good food. So we'll try that a little later. But thank you so much. I just look forward so long to having a great conversation with you because you're a very interesting lady and you carry yourself very well.
Thank
that
you.
you have respect throughout our community and wherever you go. So our prayers is always with you, that anything you put your hands to, you'll prosper and you'll keep growing, like you
Thank you.
said. And I'm hearing you saying, how could you be just normal? How could you just be mediocre when you know all of this? You have this knowledge. You have what is needed to help other people.
Right.
Why keep it and be selfish of it and not share it? So this is where we are. When you hook up with alignment with Danelle, you'll get more information on her and whatever is coming up, and we will share this together because we will come together and make Houston. I realize it's not just Houston, but we have Baytown, we have Katy, we have Cypress, Missouri City. And as I've started this journey, I get to realize there are different places that we all could come together to get that information and help each other.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for Lyman with Danelle. And here we have again Miss Catherine Garcia Flowers. Always look her up. You actually have to look up. I'm just speechless of some of the things that she's actually involved in. That is just a tip of the iceberg. She's being very modest about what she does. But do look her up, look up her organization, and do help, do support. And this is Lyman with Danelle. Stay tuned.
So powerful when we